Alright guys, we are coming up on the village here now. As you can see, it's just on the other side of that rainforest there. So let me slow down so I don't break my ride back. And I forgot to show it over by where we went down in my little mining spot, but look at these huge trees. Man, those suckers are giant. I think those are hollow on the inside. I thought though that they were only in the twilight. Oh, excuse me. But I guess they grow in the overworld as well, in certain biomes. Alright, but here's a little village. Village generation seems to be a little bit better in the mod packs too. But I added a fence all the way around it to protect the guys. I didn't want them dying. And these are regular oak leaves here, or oak trees, but some of them you get different color leaves. You see there's a different color one down there. Let me find the entrance to the village here. Here it is. Nice and fancy to protect them, huh? But yep, you got different kinds of villagers in the mod pack as well. This guy, 20 emeralds will give you a notebook. Not sure what that's about. It's kind of expensive. This little butcher house here, or blacksmith house, excuse me, is where I kind of set up shop for a little bit while I was over this way. And I stole all their crops as well. So it's a little small village, but they look a little different. There's a bed I put out. Looks like we'll be sleeping in that in a few minutes. I didn't make it. Dang. Oh yeah. And then also, I'm not sure what mod pack does it, but in villages, like I guess in some villages you'll find these little dungeons. And this has a couple mob spawners in it. There we go. We got a zombie spawner and a skelly spawner. And this had chests down here that we raided. So it was a nice little gift that we found extra with the village. Cleared it out for the villagers so they can use it now if they would so desire to. What do you say, buddy? Huh? Huh? You want to go live in the dungeon? You do? Alright. There's lots of room. What are you... Oh, we got that. That's not worth 5 emeralds. I think, though... Funny thing is, these guys are so greedy for emeralds. I think they bleed emeralds. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll find that out later. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. And I think I might enjoy it. What do you think, guy? I think you will. Tell him, sheep. Alright, well this area is also important because I've got my temporary house set up over that way. Oh man, I really need to figure out what it is that makes you move faster and get that going. But yeah, anyways, I believe this area right here is where I'm gonna start setting up my first little base. And this first base is gonna be our beginner base, so to say. Oh, sheep, hey, stand still. There's a tiger on your head. Man, that sucker looks mean too. You be careful around him. Oh, there's more bees. But, oh, where was I, man? Them hats throw me off. They're awesome. Yeah, this is gonna be where we'll set up our first little learner base here. We got desert over that way, jungle over this way. Plenty of room in these plains right here to plant trees and do farms and all that fun stuff. And there's some Ars Magica thorns. Look, we got another one of these. What are these for? I must know. I tried searching into, but I guess I worded it wrong at that. I don't know. I have no idea what they are. Here's some of that ore gravel here. We got copper and iron. And we got Roshi's gonna take these. Thank you, thank you. And then, yep, we also have horses. Oh, look, see? We got blueberry bushes. You can just, you don't have to take them down. You can just pick the blueberries and more will grow back. These things are pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. And let's see. Does this fill saturation up? Little by little. Huh. Wonder how long it lasts. And we got horses over here, more bees. So, yeah, this is a good place to start. And I can't wait to get that jetpack. Flying around is going to be much easier. Sand, oil. We learn how to use this oil. Oh, see, you fall in it. Gives you weakness, wither, and nausea. Oh, I better not die from that. Oh, crap. That's not going to be good. Okay, we only got a couple seconds left. Oh, I should have thought ahead before doing that. Looks like we got Desert Temple and all that mess over there as well. So yeah, this is going to be perfect spot. These right here are MibuCraft. I think these are pretty important. Or Ars Magica. Okay, it's the other ones that drop the pearls that are MibuCraft. You'll see those eventually, I'm sure. Alright, well, what I'm going to work on now is getting those chests from the temporary home over that way set up somewhere centrally over here. I'll pick a good spot to start, and we'll be starting off with a little thermal expansion spot, learn how those machines work, and then we're gonna branch off into all the different other stuff. What in the world is this sheep? Is that a minecart? That's a minecart. Sorry, sheep. I want that hat. Yes. That is so awesome. Oh, man. If none of y'all have ever tried Feed the Beast, I would definitely suggest it. I first heard about it and was hesitant, and then seen a few videos of it, and now I am hooked. It's crazy. It'll get you real quick, too. Oh, look. It's a different color grass. But yeah, it's neat seeing all this new different stuff in Minecraft and how people were able to add so much different stuff and make it all work together with the vanilla features, and it's just pretty awesome. So, but I'm gonna get everything back here, and I might even just set everything up inside this house real quick just to give us a temporary spot, because we already got our bed here, and we'll just use the village as home until we get all our machines and buildings set up. And I don't know how none of it works, so I'm not sure how we're gonna go about this, but we'll figure it out together. Alright, well, see you in a little bit. Hope this don't take long. Alright, I'm back at home base here, and I've got a lot of stuff to move, and it takes a while to get back and forth. So I found something here called the Golden Bag of Holding, that if you look at the recipe, takes a block of gold, 3 gold ingots, a chest, and 4 pieces of wool. Now, I got enough to make a few of those, but the thing is until I can get the machines up and running and turn this gold ore into something, into more, my gold supply is kind of limited right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make one of them to get going. And then also, I believe what it is you just like right click or something while holding it, and it brings up an extra inventory. So, it's going to be helpful moving. I've got a lot of stuff here, and I think it at least doubles my space. So, you know, it's going to cut the trips in half, I hope. But there's also another thing I want to upgrade to when we get going over there is turn on my chest in a diamond chest, which to get these you got to start off with an iron chest, which is iron ingots around the chest, and you get that. And then you place gold ingots around the iron chest and you get the gold chest. And then you put 2 diamonds next to the copper chest and glass on the top and bottom and you get this diamond chest. And the diamond chest will give you 12 item slots across. Sorry about the phone ring, by the way. It'll give you 12 item slots across. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on silence now so that don't happen again, because I know he'll be calling right back. Once again, sorry, it gives you 12 item slots across and 9 down. So if you look at this right here, a large chest will give you 9 across and 6 down. So it's going to give you basically this much space on the bottom, and then that width down as well, all the way down to here. So it's a giant storage space. And they don't combine, so you can stack one next to one, next to one, next to one, next to one, next to one. So I mean, you get tons of space, and we'll be using barrels and stuff as well. Which the barrels are really cool. I've never used them, but I've seen them in a couple videos, and they looked awesome. So we'll definitely be using that. But let's get this bag of holding made real quick. Which I gotta use my pink wool, and this is all the string I had too, so I'll be able to get more wool once I get this first trip going as well. But like I said, I'm iffy to use the gold. So we got that. And I think we just hold it in our hand and right click. Yes. Oh, look at that space. Oh, that is awesome. And we got different options up here. I'm not sure what those are. I'll have to look into those. But yeah, oh man, that's so much more space. That's 3 times the space now. So, excellent. Well, I'm gonna get moving. This won't take as long as I thought now, thank goodness. So, I'll be right back. And I tell you what, with all these ores that are down in the caves and stuff, I could only be down there 15-20 minutes at a time tops. So with having a few of these things is going to be awesome. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, well, I'm gonna get moving. See you in a bit. Well, base, or I guess I should say temporary home, you did me good for a while. But we did have a creeper explosion at the very end, didn't we? Hang my head in shame. But I shall keep your reeds going and your potatoes going. I shall not let you die. But you look so empty. Yep, got everything moved. All the bookshelves gone, enchanting table gone, all the chests, ore bushes, or berry bushes, I think they're called. I'm gonna leave my bed, 1 furnace, and an enchanting table. Killed all the chickens, and these are the ones I got with the eggs that were on the ground. So we'll leave a few of them in there too, in case we ever need to get that going back again. But there are much easier ways to get eggs, and I got plenty of feathers now. So I got plenty from that run. So we should be good. Well, goodbye, temporary home. You did good. But on to the new home. That way. And even though it says 632 meters, which is blocks, by the way, I gotta go that way probably about 300 blocks. And then by the time I get there, it's 900 block distance till I get there. and I gotta go around the lane and all that. So it really is quite a distance, but it don't go too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heading there and getting set up a little bit and getting things ready to craft. And alright guys, I'm back. Well, it's been several hours since my last recording. I've got everything moved on over nice and good, as you see here, but I'm actually running out of chest space here, so I gotta get going on getting things efficient, because none of this is organized. I just rushed through it. But as you can see, they're all pretty much filled up. I want to show you one thing here real quick. In order to make these machines that we need, here we go. First we're going to be doing the redstone furnace and the pulverizer. You see here we need machine frames. Now in order to make the machine frames we need steel. Now you can't just find steel out in the world, you actually have to make it. So in order to make steel, oh, I pushed the wrong thing there. Let's see, we'll do this, we'll do this. How did I get to it beforehand? There we go. Oh, hold on. It's taking me a while to get used to this. I gotta find it. Alright, let's see. There's the Railcraft one, no. Tinker's Construct, no. There we go. Up here. This is what I was looking for. You can get an induction smelter with iron dust and coal dust, but you need the steel to make it. Now your only other choice is to do a blast furnace here. And you just use coal and iron to make steel ingot. So we have to make a blast furnace. Now if you come down to here, and here we go, you need these blast furnace bricks in order to make a blast furnace. Now you can see where it says multi-block 3x4x3 hollow. That means we need multiple blocks in order to build this blast furnace. Now in order to get the bricks, we need a soul sand, nether brick, and magma cream. As you see, I had to make another trip to the nether, and the nether is very, very tough on this mod pack, so it was not fun. I find that I spend most of the time trying to run back and get my gear, oddly enough, so it was a pain in the butt, needless to say. But we got everything we needed, and we got the slimes we needed in order to make the magma creams, so we're good. And I've already pretty much got the blast furnace built. As you can see, it's here. Let's get rid of this one. It's 3x3 with the, or 3x3x4. I guess you should say 3x3x4 tall. And the middle section is going to be hollow. So all we should have to do is place this brick and I believe this one. Oh, yep. We got us a little interface on the front here. So now I think all I need to do is put my iron in here. And I thought it took coal. Does it not take coal? Oh boy, here we go again. Let's see, blast furnace. Charcoal. Or coal coke. What's coal coke? I don't know what coal coke is. Oh, you need a coke oven in order to make coal coke. Alright, well, we'll use charcoal. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be turning these. I need 20. So, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be turning these 20 iron into steel. And I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of the stuff we need. I can easily make charcoal. That should be no problem. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and check this together real quick. Won't take long to make charcoal. Let's get a piece. Hopefully it don't use a lot. So we'll start with 2. They create the same EU. 4,000 EU. At 10 EU per tick. Alright, well. Okay. Yeah. Charcoal will get it. Oh. Looks like we need a lot of charcoal. Yeah. That's burning through the charcoal pretty quickly. So, we'll probably need the coal coke for it, but to get us going until we can get a coke oven, which I'm not sure, but it's probably another one of these multi-block builds. Just like this, we're gonna need a lot of charcoal. So, I think that's gonna deplete my wood supply, but let's go ahead and get it roasting. Alright guys, I'm back and I've got everything ready to get our first few machines built. Well, we've got the blast furnace built over there, but we're gonna get our thermal expansion machines built. That way we can get processing our ores and stuff like that and double our production, so to say. And I really do want to get into this bee stuff. I've been seeing these bee combs everywhere. I have no idea what they're for. And them trees are ginormous. That thing is huge. I think they're hollow inside. We gotta check them out. Anyways, before we end this episode, let's go ahead and get this going. First things first, we're gonna do a rough setup out here real quick. We've got a pulverizer here. If we look at the interface, you see we need power to power it here. And then in this blue spot's where we put our stone or ores or anything like that in it. And this is where it turns it into the pulverized dust that we're going to be smelting. And then some stuff has a small chance for byproduct, which is this box. And if you see here, it shows us our power usage. This takes a maximum of 40 RF per ticks. RF is redstone flux, which is the kind of power we will be generating and using with these setups. And the cool thing about thermal energy or thermal expansion, excuse me, is it takes a maximum power of 40 RF, and it doesn't matter if you're feeding more than that into the line, it's only going to draw 40 at the most. But even if it doesn't have that, it's going to run at a slower speed to still produce. So it'll run at its fastest speed if you can supply it its maximum power, but it'll, as long as it has some power, it'll still produce. So that's cool. And this tab right here is the redstone control here. If you put it on ignored, as long as it has power and something in here, it'll run regardless. If you put it on low, it'll run unless you get a redstone signal. So you can have it run and then you can send a redstone signal on it to stop it, so to say. And this is the same thing, just reversed. It'll be on standby until it gets a redstone signal, then it'll start running. We're gonna leave it on ignored for now. And once we automate stuff, we'll get that going. And then this is your configuration label here. As far as I know, these boxes correspond to these color boxes here. So you got your blue, so that would be your input for here, I believe. And then your yellows are your output for this one. And then your red is your output for this one. Yeah. Okay, and if you have orange, it does both of them. Okay, yeah. And then I believe if you look at the sides of it, it corresponds with whatever you have this set at. See, this is the face, the front, and I believe that's the top, the bottom, left side, right side, and back. So, let's just test that out. Only the left side should have something now. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We're going to be doing that. And then I want to make sure that is the back. Okay, it's on. Now it's off. Alright. So yeah, there's the pulverizer. And then after we pulverize it, we're going to be sending it to this, which is our redstone furnace. And then it takes power as well. And then you just put whatever you want in here, or you can get an input from the left side, which is what we'll be doing. With the thermal expansion, you can stack machines side by side, and as long as they work together, you can configure the input and output, and it'll automatically transfer it. So that is pretty neat if you ask me. Alright, we are going to go ahead and turn all these off. I don't really have any spare chests right now, unfortunately. Otherwise, I think we can just put a chest right next to it and output everything right into that. I'll be getting that set up soon. Alright, let's see. We need to set the output here. Alright. And let's go sleep real quick. It's getting nighttime. Had a creeper blow up and blow the fence up here. Had the same thing with the main entrance over there, so them dang creepers ruin a good party, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and sleep real quick and try and keep that from happening again. Alright. I think we got excuse me. I think we got all delays out of the way now. Which we are ready for adding power to these. And I'm using these leadstone energy conduit, which is part of the thermal expansion pack. And I believe, yep, just shift click and it'll put the power right onto it. There we go. And then for power generation, we shall be using a steam dynamo here. And I'm not sure what this takes. I think this is a lower tier though of the thermal expansion power generators. And we got 2 spots for stuff. Looks like it can either take steam or okay, it can take coal. And see, that's got fluid symbols, so that probably takes water. In order to do that, let's take another quick trip back to the village, because I do have a water bucket there. And I think there's a machine where we can generate water. So we should be able to make this pretty easy. As long as we got a good coal supply anyways. But just for the purpose of demonstration, there we go, knew I had one. We're just gonna go ahead and put a bucket in it real quick, because I know this episode's got to be getting pretty long. I haven't even checked the time one bit on it yet. Just been excited to actually get in and start building stuff here. Alright. I think we just click. There we go. Yeah, we just click right on it there. There we go. It's generating steam now. Yeah, we gotta wait there. It's not generating power though. Unless, does it need a lever? Does it need redstone? Oh, there we go. We hit ignored on that. Oh man, that thing ran out of water quick. We got water right next to us. Man. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this whole thing up real quick. So we will have to figure out whatever machine that is that generates water. I heard about them. Okay, now she's generating power. Okay, I think it's just as it's generating steam at the beginning. It really uses power up. Let's get another bucket in there. Seems like there's a lot to this, but it's probably pretty easy once you get used to it and everything will be good. Yep, so we got lots of power here now. Okay, that's got power. That's got power. There we go. Alright, now, I think all we have to do here, and I think you can put batteries in there to get it running as well. I think if we put our gold ore here, should pulverize it into dust. And then the dust, yep, see the dust is going here. And it's creating ingots for us. But I believe it creates 2 dust every time it pulverizes. Let's find out. Okay, yeah, alright. Creates 2 dust every time that it pulverizes. There we go. Alright, sweet. Well, we start out with 35 gold, and we're already up to 15, so it's doing pretty good. I must say so myself. Now, there's one more thing else I want to check, and that's this energy cell frame. Now, if you look up in here, there's no energy cell frame, but there's an energy cell. And it says this can hold up to 400,000 redstone flux. It can send and receive a max of 80. Blah, 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 blah. And the recipe to make it requires one of these cell frames, which is what I made. But I tried doing copper ingot all the way around it, and then a redstone conductive coil below it. Oh, that's what you need. You need electrum. I did one with gold. Is that what it is? Yes, the reception. Okay. So how do you get electrum? You need silver and gold to make electrum. Okay. That's what that is. Alright. So I need some... we'll do that real quick before we end. It looks like I got a little bit of time. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but it's starting to get pretty late here where I'm at. I've got to get ready to go to bed and get up for another fun-filled day of work. But let's do this real quick. Actually, let me see before I do a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, we need an induction smelter, I think, for this. Okay, yeah, that requires another machine, so we'll do that on the next episode. I'll get working on that. Wow, you know what? We're gonna keep this going again for a little bit, but I never thought that I would see these jungle trees look so itty-bitty by this giant right here. And things are amazing. But besides that, I figured out I was looking at this wrong. I was able to get this electrum going. If you see here, and we go to the dust and pull up the recipe, we can do it on a crafting table with silver and gold. So I didn't need that other machine, thank goodness. So I was able to make it. We got our battery cell right here. As you can see, they hold up to 400,000 RF of power and they store it. And the cool thing about it is you can shift and right click, or sneak and right click, I guess you can say, and pick the battery up, and then it keeps its charge. So you can have your home base with a bunch of batteries charging up if you want, and then anytime you're going to work anywhere, you can just grab the battery, take it with you, and then plop it down next to your machines and go if you want to. Or you could have, power generating there as well. But doing it that way, if you wanted, you could just have one big giant power generation stations and just take the batteries everywhere with you. So that's pretty neat. And I know there's a way to where when this is full and the engine's full, I believe I read you can get the battery to send off a signal to shut the engine down so it doesn't use water up. But once we get that other machine that creates water, which I think is the aqueous extruder, I think I said that right. Let's check that out real quick. And one thing I noticed with this Feed the Beast mod pack is I'll probably be spending a lot of time in this section here and looking at recipes and utilities and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll get all my ducks in a row before I start recording and I'm prepared, but I'm still learning it all right now, so just deal with me a little bit, please. But yeah, this right here, the aqueous accumulator. Yeah, I believe all you do is feed that power. And no, you don't even feed it power because yeah, I don't even think you need to feed it power because you give it a pneumatic servo. So I believe all you gotta do is have 2 water source blocks right beside it and it creates water from nothing. So that'll be real useful to have. And then all we gotta do is feed this thing coal and we'll be good to go. Maybe get a tree farm set up around it and automatically pump logs into a furnace, and then from the furnace pump the charcoal into here. Then it's hands-free. We don't even have to mess with it. So that's pretty neat. And I did add a chest over here next to the furnace there, and this is all the silver and stuff I got just from the little bit of dust I made, so that's pretty neat. And this lead, I believe this lead was a byproduct from one of the things I smelted. So that's cool. That's some of that secondary stuff that pops out. And then I got over a stack of gold plus what I used from that 35 that I smelted down. So that's not too bad at all. So I'm really going to enjoy this. But that's all the time we got for now. Sorry it was a real long episode, but I hope you enjoyed the series premiere of it. And please stay tuned for next time, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.